Hi, I'm Dave. This is the Cyderbaby show, and today I am speaking to the fantastic Kite Thief. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Right, introduce yourselves, ladies first.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm Ellen, so I'm the singer. I do the songs and the lyrics and all those. Well, yeah, songs, lyrics, melodies.
Hey, I'm Henry. I'm the bassist in Kite Thief.
Ah, there you go. We have met before, haven't we? We have spoken before as well.
Yeah, I think was it
Briefly.
me? I think we did an interview with you before, didn't we?
Yeah. I
Um,
think it was about allegedly, wasn't it?
Probably. Oh my God, that
Yeah.
would be like a year and a half ago now. That was me, Josh, and Max. Yeah, I think we've probably met a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, we met at Rough Trade, I think. Came up for a gig, didn't we? Me and the photographer that should not be mentioned behind me, Oren.
Which was that with I Destroy?
Yes.
Oh, that was a good. Yeah, no, that was actually a very sick show. That was great.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. I mean, we were just discussing this off air. You've got a festival coming up at the end of the month, haven't you?
Yeah. Do you want to take this, Henry? Do you want to talk about it's Misery Loves Company, isn't it?
Misery Loves Company in Bristol on 30th September. It's quite a big festival, multi-venue one. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on.
So
They
where and when are you playing?
We're playing on the 30th at Rough Trade, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
they've it's the first year, isn't it? This is their first year, and it's set up by some of our mates. I know is it Ian from Raptors has a big like
Yeah.
part to do with it. And Raptors are just sick anyway. So I think they've got a lot going on, and then they asked us to be a part of it. And we're like, yeah, that's sick. And we're playing at Rough Trade. Yeah, so there's going to be all the venues around that area are going to be a part of it.
Yeah, but Bristol's got such a thriving music scene anyway, isn't it? I mean, you can't turn a corner on a street without finding another venue. I mean, you've got the Griffin up there, and you've got the O2 Academy down there. Then you've got everything in between.
Yeah, there's so much. Just even the ones on like Stokes Croft. There's God knows how many venues up like Gloucester Road,
Mm.
and then obviously like, Exchange. I love Exchange. Um, yeah, it's so much here. So yeah, they've picked a really good spot for it though. The exact area that they've picked. It's got like the most amazing venues. Like the SWX is going to be a part of it as well.
Right. Yeah.
I'm very excited to see Yonica. I've wanted to see them live for years, and they're headlining SWX, I think, or
Right.
at least high up on the bill.
Yeah. I mean, SWX, that's had a complete refurb, hasn't it, recently? So
Yeah, I was in there not that long ago for a gig. It's amazing. I mean, it was great anyway. Before the big fire, whatever happened there.
I don't ask questions like that. You're very quiet out there, sir. Can you normally get a word in edgeways with Ellen?
I'm sure I'll get to it.
Yeah, Henry is like famously the quiet one.
Right.
Like he's the one that like stands there with like the stoic face. But then like when he does say something, it's hilarious. And you just gotta be like listening out for it. He is historically. Me and Max probably the chattiest, and I'd say Henry's
Yeah.
just the cool one. He drives
All
us
right.
around.
Oh, you're the designated driver as well, sir.
It's pretty standard, yeah.
Yeah. No. Do you just not trust the others? Or?
They've started to do it more, haven't they?
Yeah. All on it now.
I think Zach drove the van for the first time when we played a festival up in like Scotland. I've completely forgotten what it's called. You
Wildfire,
weren't
wasn't
here.
it?
Yes, it was Wildfire. We
Yeah.
built a whole tour just to be able, like I say, a whole tour. It was a few dates. Like we booked in other dates just to be able to go and play there because we really wanted to. Yeah, and Henry couldn't do it because he was at Glastonbury because he works at Glastonbury.
Right.
So we have no Henry, who owns the van and has all the gear and is obviously the bassist and does like all the finances and just takes care of everything. And we didn't have him, and it was really scary. And we had to, yeah. So the others drove the van a lot that weekend. It was like 3-4 shows.
Henry, did you go around the van afterwards, just looking for little scratches and dents and nicks here and there?
Amazingly, yeah, very impressed.
Tell him what it's called the boat, isn't it?
It is called the boat, yeah.
Right.
Why is it called the boat?
Beautiful paint design.
Henry did a DIY paint job,
Okay.
and now it's a boat. I'll show you a picture one time, and you'll agree it's a boat.
I'm sure I'll see it going up and down the M5 at some point or another.
Probably.
Right. Anyway, I've been playing a single by you guys, The Tide. Quite a
Yes, do you
few
like it?
times now. I do. I love it. So tell me about it. What's the song about?
I think it was like when I went through a really hard breakup of like a relationship for like 5 years, and with like, all that stuff. And I think not long after, or kind of in while we were writing that, Max was as well. We were just both feeling really, really like just shit, we're just feeling
Yeah.
rubbish. And I used to go to his to just write. We were like, right, we're just going to do more writing sessions. So I just go to his like once or twice a week to write loads of songs. And that one like came out then, and that one like came out of that. I mean, it's weird because I I think there's going to be a couple of songs coming out that is just me being like a really angry, bitter person to my ex. So I'm sorry, because we're actually friends now. He's fine. Like, I've already apologized. I've already apologized to him. I was like, sorry. But The Tide is more from my perspective and how I was feeling at that point. Instead of me like just slandering him, it was more me talking about just where I was. But also I was like I was very bitter. So there's a bit of like a bitter anger to it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I can hear that in some of the lyrics. But to be honest, you're writing very rock pop orientated songs, and it's very still with that little bit of bitterness in there as well. You can still hear the upbeat joy of the song as well. So this is why I
Yeah.
enjoy playing the songs, because it's like first thing in the morning for me, and I do a breakfast show. It's like starting to uplift me as well. So now you're putting a
good.
downer on it. I mean, now you're saying it's a bitter song.
No.
I'm going to be feeling
Because
sad.
it's really fun. Now that was the point of it. We didn't want to lose any energy. We just want to be known for energy. That's why we sweat so much on stage, because we're just constantly like, me and Henry are the worst, aren't we? We are the sweatiest. I think. I don't know. Do you reckon me or you is the worst?
I mean, you haven't got a puddle yet.
No, you have created puddles with your sweat. So anyway, the point is we're very energetic.
I don't know if I want to get into that.
It's okay. It's all just on the floor on the stage.
Okay, right.
But yeah, so the every song we release, we still want it to have that really energetic feel, because that's what we like when we play, and we want that to come across in the music side. So we were never going to write a really like sad or obviously downer of a song. Like the kind of the pop edge to it adds that bit of cheese and that bit of like catchiness that that gives you the earworm and like makes you want to like listen over and again.
Yeah. I mean, you're a self-financed band, I believe, yeah. So the quality of the music that's coming out and the quality of the production is just astounding. I mean, you've purposely gone for high end of the market. It's not,
That's very nice.
Really impressed with the sound of the music you're putting out, let alone the quality of the songs as well. So
God, thank you so much. Once I tell the other boys this, they're gonna cry.
Joe Marsh and mastering engineer Matt Bentley for that top work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Marsh and Matt Bentley. And also I think a big part of this was do you know the band Super Love? They're Bristol based as well.
Yeah.
So I'm good friends with John, and he has his own like production kind of business, and he's just amazing. Like, he's just so cool, and he wrote loads of like textures for us, and like, so we basically kind of gave him the song like, what kind of things can you hear. So there are some really cool layers. Like, there's so many layers to these tracks. It was insane. I don't know how Joe edited them. Didn't like lose his mind. I think he did lose his mind doing it a bit. But yeah, so John Morgan from Super Love, he's Poltergeist Productions, just amazing. Yeah, so that, I think we just collaborated a lot, didn't we? But to make it just as the best sounding we could.
Do you find it difficult to bring that to the live arena, the multi-layers? I know there's going to be like that allegedly dirty word of backing tracks and stuff like that. But do you find it difficult to just keep to that click and keep to that backing track and not go off on a tangent and run
What
with
do you
it?
reckon, Henry? Do you find it? Well, I wouldn't say
Yeah,
we're the best people to answer.
much easier since we started playing to tracks. I mean, backing tracks aren't such a dirty word to us. We embrace
No.
that. Absolutely. There is a bit of picking and choosing between what's going on in the song and what can happen live without it being too much information. As Josh handles a lot of that, but because we're playing to clicks anyway, it makes it quite easy to transfer it straight into the live performance. So it could be a little bit organised, but yeah, it's
I'm
pretty.
sure Josh has wanted to like tear his hair out because he's like the master behind it, isn't he? So I'm sure
Right.
like he's the one that's like so if you ask if it's difficult, he might have other word now, but he's great, he's so clever, and I don't have to like get involved with that much too much. But it's worked out really nice. I can't believe I ever didn't have tracks, and yeah, it can be like it can be difficult because we don't have our own sound engineer, so every show has like so many like I don't know what you call it, like not risk factors, but just things that could go wrong. But the way we've done it, we've kind of got used to it, and we like practice setting up. We practice things going wrong, so we like know what to do. Like we have like contingencies. Zach loves contingencies, doesn't it? So we have lots of that going on. So we've just become quite smooth at it. Touch wood, touch all the wood.
Right. Cool. Let's move on. You've got another single coming out next week, I believe, on the 15th. So,
Yes.
Henry, here's your chance to shine. You tell me.
The one's Goldsick coming out on the 15th. This came about from when we went off to a writing retreat, trying to have a focused weekend of songwriting.
Right.
The original track title was Hot Tub Time Machine. It's a dedication to our public friend out us through the weekend.
Right.
What the song's about, though, might be more for Ellen to cover. But it's a feel-good hate anthem, I like to think of it as.
Is this another one of your bitter
this
songs?
Bitter,
this one. What would you say? It's not bitter, but it's what?
The bitter X ones.
It's kind of really poppy,
bittersweet.
Vocals aren't.
All right.
Yeah, again, it's that like I would say it sounds quite like uplifting most of the time. And I said this, I've said this before, but we were listening to do you know, I don't know if you know Long Walk by Jill Scott, the kind of famous singer. She's been about for years. She's amazing. And we were just listening to that and jamming along to it, and then we kind of, I don't know how, but that was the beginning of it. And lyrics wise is going to be it's going to probably be slightly offensive, but it's very tongue-in-cheek. If you wait till the breakdown, it's all very like sweet and innocent, and then it gets to like the breakdown and it just kind of goes like crazy for a sec, and then we're back to the like, oh no, it's all fine.
Am I going to be able to play it in the mornings, or is it better left for a little bit later on in the day?
I think it's a perfect morning tune.
Yeah. Okay, so when this is coming out on 15th, did you say?
Yeah, 15th on everywhere
streaming platforms. And can you actually download your stuff or buy CDs or anything like that? Is there physical merch?
CDs not just yet. That's something we're looking at later on.
Right.
Possibly. You can download it for sure. iTunes or Apple, or do it on Bandcamp's the best one, really.
Yeah, Bandcamp, that's how we get them, like any kind of help funding. But merch is always great as well. If people ever want merch, we've got a lot of, I think we're gonna have a lot more kind of that popping up as well in the near future. We still have we have a very limited thing at the moment because everything just sold out. We played so many festivals and just which is great. It's amazing. But now we're like, oh god, we've got to get more. So that's kind of going to be popping up as well. But yeah, Bandcamp is the best one for kind of all things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it can be quite a burden to actually clawing all this merchandise at one time just so you can sell it at gigs. I mean, how do you find that?
We kind of had a workaround, didn't we? In some ways,
we've been using a print to order service for a while instead to sort of get around that. Because you need upfront money to actually get physical merch in the first place, which can be really quite a lot these days.
yes, we've got like, so we'll buy some in, but I'm sure, as you know, it's just so expensive. That's you know, you buy it in bulk, and oftentimes we're self-funded, but it doesn't necessarily come out of our pockets. But it's because we do things like this, because we try and, you know, save money from gigs when we can. And I mean, petrol probably comes out of us, but our pockets, out of us, just be crying petrol. Yeah, so we've started using the print to order ones, just gonna not have to buy the upfront stuff and
Right.
save us some money a little bit. So we actually only carry around like one t-shirt. We used to have some beanies.
Yeah.
We used to have a long sleeve. We used to have a couple of t-shirts, but we just can. It's kind of all just been bought, which is really, really great. So thank you if you've ever bought a piece of merch, because that's helped us in so many ways. I hope we get some more physical stuff though. But it is just so annoying having to have a big box of just clothes that you haul around everywhere.
I can imagine. It's a struggle because when like bands like yourselves, you've got like recording costs and stuff like that to pay upfront and finance. So even if you're doing single EP or album or whatever, there's still that upfront cost. Then you got the merchandise as well. So I think it's quite an eye opener to a lot of people just how much money it is just to front a band, even on a medium scale, as you know.
Yeah, it's a bit exhausting, and you know, we basically work like 7 days a week, because we have our, you know, we have our like communications. We're always going, like, you know, messaging each other. Then weekends we're gigging, or we're writing, or we're doing something. We're, you know, we're never not working. We don't get paid for it, but we have been really fortunate. So first of all, have Henry. So if you want to ask more about finance stuff, he's your man, because he just keeps tracks of everything. The amount of spreadsheets, loves a spreadsheet. And we've just been very lucky to get some good gigs. And we did like some education kind of stuff, like kind of teaching some students, you know, kind of the secrets or whatever is deemed a secret behind things like in-ears, and just being in a band, didn't we? But yeah, Henry is kind of the one we have to thank. He's helped us a lot financially.
The crown falls to your head, sir.
It's just fun to be organised and keep track of it all.
My worst nightmare.
Somebody's got to keep them in order, though, haven't they?
Yeah.
He's not
keep us in
saying too
order.
much.
No, he's keeping a tight lip. Not letting away too many secrets. We've given away a lot of secrets, to be fair, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So after this festival at the end of the month, have you got many gigs coming up, or have you got plans? What plans for the future has Kite Thief got?
I don't remember if there's anything for the rest of the year as of yet.
There are not gigs wise now.
No. But what we have been doing is planning a lot for next year. And so far we are kind of looking up till about May, I would say, May, June time now. So we're kind of going to be gigging probably from the get-go quite regularly, and up until at least May, June. So that's what we've been doing, just organising all of that, and getting all the EP stuff that needs doing, which is exciting, but also sometimes tedious. So yeah, it might be nice to have some time off. We might get a little bit of time off, but then we normally get booked, you know, not if someone wants us to play a gig, I would say it's probably not like, we'll probably find out in a month that we'll just get loads more and stuff like that. But we'll see. I hope we do, but also it might be nice just to lie down for a weekend.
But Christmas is coming.
It is. I'm waiting for Halloween. It's spooky time. I'm not a summer gal.
Right.
I need my spooks and my autumn and my crunchy leaves, and it's just too hot. I can't survive.
The beautiful weather in September, and the first bit of summer we get this year, and you're not happy. I can't believe it.
I don't like any of summer, to be fair. I've been really happy that it's rained the whole time. I've thrived. Like, none of us are made for the summer. 3 of us are ginger. I'm on too many meds and they cause me to overheat. Not too many meds, but I'm on some meds that cause me to overheat. And Josh is allergic to sun cream, so none of us can be outside in the sun.
Oh, right.
We will die. So yeah, we're really excited to not have to do gigs in the heat. That'll be really good.
Not too many summer festivals planned then.
We had a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was a bit tough. I looked at actually it became a bit of a theme that I would go up to Henry, kind of halfway through the show, and just wipe my hand across his sweaty forehead and flick it. I don't know why. I just decided that it'd be a great idea, and it became a bit of a thing. I might continue to do that, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, hot and sweaty gigs, it's got to be the same sort of thing, isn't it? Similar kind of humidity.
Yeah, awful.
Right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me and telling me about the future. I'm looking forward to hearing Goldsick next week. Maybe there'll be a bit more to watch out for in the near future.
I think that would be a good assumption.
Okay.
Yeah, just stick around. Enjoy it.
So people should be following your socials and just keeping a tab on things.
Yes.
So where can they follow you?
We got Facebook, like you mentioned earlier, Henry. We've got Bandcamp, but primarily I would say we're always on like Instagram and just posting really dumb stuff. And same with TikTok, we post some like funny dumb stuff, and just show you like what kind of stupid stuff we get up to. So yeah, I would say come find us anywhere, but especially Instagram and TikTok. It's normally Kite Thief UK, I believe.
Right. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time, and hopefully we'll see
Thank
each other
you.
again very soon.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Dave.